To my video on.
Hey Oliver, how are you doing?
Good to see you, bro.
Oliver, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me? Hang on,
I
hang on,
can
hang
hear
on.
you. Yeah, I think it's just connecting. Let's give it a
That should be
second.
better now. Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me,
Yeah,
man?
I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Give me
Sounds like
one
you're in a
second.
cafe.
Yeah, okay. Might be able to hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, you can. All right, cool. Yeah, you can hear me, yeah?
Bro, look at us. We made it. We made it on the call, my man. We did it.
Yeah.
I was ready to do it next week, but when you told me the news that you had the client, it was urgent. I thought, fuck it, let's jump on.
Oh, no, look, I really appreciate that. I would have made it work another way, but like, no, that's so kind of you. So honestly, thank you.
That's all good. That's all good, bro. I'm gonna put my orange glasses on though. That's the only thing you have to endure because it's late here.
Love it, man. I've got some myself that I need to start using more.
So listen, like we don't need to take the full hour. This is, as you see, I just put up a live thing. So
Fine.
like, unfortunately, because
Yeah,
it's not like an official thing, no one else is probably going to join because it wasn't like in the
fine.
calendar.
Okay. Okay.
But why don't we just keep it lean? Aim for like we can. How much is the account spending?
About 5-6 grand a month.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we can kind of just basically, without the performative aspects that would come with the full hot seat, let's just smash into it, add heaps of value, and
Yeah.
do everything we
Yeah,
can.
amazing. Let's do it. And also, just for the record, and if anyone's watching as well, like Oliver was actually my first Google Ads mentor. So like, I owe a lot to you because, like, honestly, just since your school community, I went through everything. I learned as much as I could from you, and I think we even jumped on a call or two, and it's been invaluable. I think I even like I can't remember, but I went through everything, and because of that, like, I learned like, yeah, we had a call. I remember when we spoke about various things, and yeah, if there's anyone in the community that's like meaning to action anything, like, definitely just do it. Like, you don't find many communities like this, right? So
Nice one,
yeah,
my
I
man.
do appreciate
Appreciate
that,
that.
Oliver.
No, that's
Yeah,
very nice of you, my man. No problem. So let's dive in. I would like you to share your screen if you could, and
yeah, let's go.
run me through the account. So how did you get this client, and what do they do? Tell me about it as you're sharing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. By the way, I've just requested the screen share. Um, Let me know if you've got it on your side. I'm waiting for screen share. So you should have it on your side. And then yeah, what was you got it right? You got that request come through. Yep.
Yeah, you should have it now.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, whilst it's loading, so this particular client, dental practice, as you know, I'm a dentist, and yeah, the dental practice, and they run two campaigns. They run one for cosmetic dentistry and one for tooth straightening, right? Under cosmetic dentistry comes under different ad groups. One's composite bonding, one's veneers, one's whitening, and um, and one's something else, composite veneers. So two different ad groups. And then the other campaign, tooth straightening. You got Invisalign, you got tooth straightening, you got orthodontist, and you got braces. So I've split up into those kind of ad groups, which I'll show you in a second. I've tried my best to ensure that they don't overlap. So like, Invisalign isn't overlapping with another one, because I think that's when they start competing, right? They're just search campaigns, by the way. I've not done any PMAX campaigns. It'd be good to hear what you think, but I just found that PMAX was just like it was just I don't know, it was a high intent. And then yeah, any questions? So I'll jump in and show you what's going on.
Cool. Get me in there.
All right, you can see my screen, yeah?
Not yet, actually.
Mm. Oh, okay. No, it will work. I think you can see my screen now, yeah?
Man, I actually can't.
Give it a second. I think it will load. Okay.
So weird. Yeah, no, nothing
Entire
coming through so
screen.
far.
see now?
No,
Oh, okay.
not yet.
Try sharing the window instead of the entire screen. Ah, that seems to have fixed it.
Okay, nice.
You got
All
it,
right,
yeah?
now I can see. Yeah.
Perfect,
So,
perfect. All right.
all right. So like, so again, so it's just 2 campaigns, spending like 5 grand a
Yeah,
month, right?
yeah. Let me just double check the budget. 70 about what 150 a day. What's that? About yeah, about 5 grand a month. I think that was
Yeah.
okay.
I'm having a hard time reading some of these numbers. It looks a bit like, can you zoom in maybe a
Is it?
tiny bit?
Yeah, of course it can. Of course it can. You tell me what you want to see, and then
Yeah.
I'm assuming you
Yeah,
want to see
yeah.
the columns. So I've zoomed in a
Yeah.
little bit, and I'll just scroll along, right? So maybe we
So
focus
maybe
on
yeah,
this one.
just let me like kind of guide it around. So zoom out again because I just need to be able to see the whole thing. So like yeah, zoom out again. So we got phone call lead, submit lead form, great work. And are they accurate, those conversions?
Yes, I believe so. I've been using something called What Converts, um, which I'm not sure if you've heard of. It's like a platform that helps to do the tracking for you. Um, and I'll pull it up as well.
Well, just before you do those, so
From
just scroll
yeah,
across. I want show me the conversions column. Is there a conversions column somewhere?
yep, yeah,
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, shitloads of lead forms being, is that accurate? 59.5 perfectly for both?
yeah.
Seems a bit
I
odd.
think it's just coincident. It's the last 7 days. Last 7 days was this one, so I think it's just coincidence.
Okay, so what do we got? 18.5 and 13.
Mhm.
Is that accurate? Is that really how many leads they're getting? Like 13 and 18.5?
In all fairness, I've not cross-referenced. Um,
I'd be
Perhaps that's
curious to
something
ask
I
them.
could do then.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I have access to the account, to the website and everything. So look, I'll take a note of that and I will cross-reference it.
I just think because
Um,
it seems like quite a lot. Like, what's the cost per conversion? Your columns are funny. Mine are a little bit different usually, but where's the cost per conversion here?
the cost per conversion.
I think it's on
One
the far right,
second.
maybe. Very, very far right. I think I might have just seen it.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. 29 and
29. That's pretty
43.
good. That's pretty good for a
Yeah,
lead form. I'm just not 100% sure that that's
yeah.
accurate. So I
Okay.
would note,
So,
check the conversion tracking.
okay. Check the tracking
Um,
and especially the lead forms. Basically, I think you mean just cross-reference the lead forms and the actual submissions and the and what's coming up in the Google Ads Manager, right?
yeah, exactly, because it just seems high. Like,
Yeah.
it just seems, like, really,
Mm,
really high. If they've got 31 lead forms completed in the last 7 days, like, look, it might be actually what they're
mm,
getting, in which case, great.
mm,
But, all
mm.
that for 0 phone calls? Like,
Yeah, good observation. I'll show you the landing page in a second, but the landing page doesn't really have any sort of phone number button on there. So that's why we're getting majority lead forms and minority phone calls.
oh, okay, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
it could well be
You
accurate,
know,
man. I'm just raising the
mm,
question. Let's see it.
no, yeah, yeah, this is it. Uh,
Oh, okay. I mean, it could be accurate. Just
so the
cross-reference it
lead
and see what
form,
your website's
yeah,
getting.
it's 100%. I will. I think on mobile view, I think the phone number is less obvious. Well, it is obviously there. It's potentially more obvious. Okay. Yeah. But this seems to be getting a lot more lead forms. I will check. I will check. I appreciate the observation.
It could be legit. Let's move on. Take me back to the campaigns. What's the biggest
Okay.
challenge you've been facing with this
Cool.
account now?
the ad rank. So we've got these two columns, right? So search loss due to rank and search loss due to budget. So my understanding of these two columns are okay. The amount of bids or auctions that we've lost because of the budget is quite low, which shows that our budget's decent as far as I'm aware. But the loss to the due to rank is quite high, which tells me that something's not wrong with something that I'm doing. I think my ad rank is not high, and then I'm not entering in enough or winning enough auctions for this client. So that's why I wonder whether or not there's a lot of things that can be further optimized. I've gone obviously granular to the keywords. I've gone to the headlines, descriptions, call outs, and tried to make them more consistent.
So can you scroll across and just show me search impression share, which I can see peeking its head from the left there? Okay, so
Searching
20. Yeah, so that's what I would
impression for
usually
this
be
one, yeah.
using. Yeah, so if you want to assess like how much you're appearing
Okay.
and stuff, I'd usually focus on search impression share. Now you got 25 and 22% basically. Yeah, 24.2.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're kind of appearing a quarter of the time, and like
Yes.
I can bet you that the reason you're appearing only a quarter of the time is more to do with how much money you're spending than your
Uh-huh.
quality score.
Uh-huh. Got you. Okay.
Like, if it was a difference between
Um,
70 and 80% or 80 and 90, maybe we can start to consider quality score, but 25%, like,
mm.
you could double your budget and you probably wouldn't even get past, you know, 60% impression share or something.
So what's a good impression share? Like
So,
25, like, yeah,
I mean, obviously, you can never get past 100, and it's usually just purely based on budget. So, like, what are these guys
yeah.
spending per day again?
Per day, I think it was like overall £160 per day,
Yeah, but,
160,
like,
yeah,
75
on
each,
both.
like, that's nothing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
how much area are they targeting each of them?
The entire, don't know, do you guys? Well, you do actually. The entire Birmingham, which is at the
Yeah.
equivalent of half of London, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
central London.
that's a big place, man. A lot of people, like 25% is
Yeah.
even high. It's more than I would have expected for that amount of money. Um,
Okay. Fair, fair.
so I would just say I wouldn't be worried about that. Like, look, I've never seen a search impression share above 95%, because
Yeah, of
Google's never gonna serve it 100% of the time. But, like,
course, of
I
course.
have seen them. I have seen them like a good one would it's not a question of good or bad, to be honest. It's kind of the wrong
Mm,
question because if a search impression share is at 90%, that doesn't mean it's
mm,
good. That just means you've like exhausted the local market for whatever you're
mm,
targeting.
mm,
So it's
mm.
almost bad because it means there's not much more there's like not many more clicks you can go out getting. You have to try
Fine.
Facebook
Okay.
or something else. So
Okay. Yeah. Good point.
this is
So
actually
impression share
promising.
kind of just okay. So impression share, just to clarify, shows us how many times we're being shown when someone searches something related to our campaign, right? And we're being
Yeah.
shown 25% of the time. And the thing that will be stopping it
Yeah.
from being showed more is going to be probably budget and potentially rank as well. More likely budget from what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a combination of both, but basically it's always
Mm,
budget. Google,
yeah.
they'll take your money if they can.
Yeah.
S
I hear you. I hear you. I know that.
so your video is just frozen, man. Is there any way to get that?
Yeah. I can
Oh, actually, I
unpause
can.
it.
It's funny because I can see you. I can see you when you do this, but actually on
Oh,
my screen you're
interesting.
frozen,
Okay. Oh, really?
which is weird. Maybe if I
I'll switch
disable
my
your
video off and
video.
on again. Yeah. No, I think if I switch my video off and on again, that might help.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
Has that
Yeah,
refreshed
we're
it?
back. We're
Yeah,
back.
we're good.
Nice. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, so let's dive in.
Okay,
So
so thank you. Yeah.
talk me through now the actual campaigns.
Yeah. Fine. Um, let's go to
Like,
the
what's each of
cosmetic
them
one.
doing?
So we've got yeah, exactly. So we've got three campaigns for cosmetic. One's veneers, one's whitening, one's bonding. These are basically three different type of treatments that you do, right? Whitening's obvious, bonding of veneers. Yeah. Each one has different set of keywords, obviously. Let's have a little look at the keywords. So tooth whitening, as you can imagine, things related to like tooth whitening near me, um, professional whitening near me. A lot of them are phrase match as well. I think you'd agree. A broad match obviously too broad. Exact match, I will. I think block me off from other variations. That's what my reasoning was. Um, let's see. Shall I go into each ad group and ad as well, or shall I show you just the keywords on a more global level first?
Yeah, I
What would you
like what you're
prefer?
doing. I like what you're doing. So this is we're looking specifically at just can you just turn the segmentation off? So on the right-hand side, just untick
Yeah,
that segment.
yeah, that's yeah,
Yeah. So and maybe just put a filter on so we're only seeing the active ad groups.
yeah. That's what I was thinking
It's
of
just
doing.
so
I wanna,
untick no, so untick them here so that that blue thing disappears, and then you go add filter, yeah.
and then do I just type in active? No,
No, go
and this is it, the
what I would
active
usually do
filter.
is do impressions, type in impressions, IMPR,
Yeah,
and I just go
yeah,
greater than 0.
yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah, so you got these 3 bonding what is YDM?
YDM is my agency, Yes Dental Marketing. So
Oh,
I just branded it just so I know which are the ones that I've made or
no, that's
edited.
cool. No problem, no problem. So we got £18, 57.25, click-through rates look pretty good. Why don't
Mhm,
you
mhm.
quickly go into the bonding one for me and then show me the keywords. So we got tooth bonding, composite bonding, and go to search terms. Let's have a look quickly at what the search terms are. I hope they're all to do with bonding. So it's in insights and reports.
Oh,
Composite
was that not?
bonding.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. They're mostly related to bonding. Now flick through the other 2
Mm,
ad groups in this campaign for me quickly. Teeth whitening, that's also looking good. Man, you're doing some good keyword targeting and stuff here. Nice.
thank you.
Now go to the next one, next ad group. You could probably tighten these up a tiny bit, but they look good for the most part. Veneers. What's up with veneers? Veneers near me. You've got crowns in there. You got a few other things appearing here from what I can see, and
Crowns
it's
are
hard to
okay.
really see.
Crowns and veneers can be interchangeable. Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Then again, these are looking good. There's a few random ones in there, but up the
yeah.
top, in terms of what you're actually paying for, it looks decent.
Okay. And would you agree to have like keywords of phrase match, avoid broad, and what do you think phrase versus match?
Yeah, I would definitely say completely avoid broad. Do phrase as much as you can, and occasionally add in exact, which seems to be what you're doing.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so I think this is good. Like, can you take me to the campaign view again so we can see both campaigns side by side? Is the client happy with the results
You
or not?
mean yeah, you know how it is with clients, right? Like it's hard to gauge from them, and everyone just wants you to be better and better, and everyone's always a little bit skeptical. Like they've dealt with so many agencies in the past, and they're like, "Oh, is this guy even better?" And because there's obviously a knowledge gap, they just take your word for it. So the way I see it is like we got results in service delivery, and my service delivery is good because they know I care, and I try to show that. But the results, one thing they always say is like, "Okay, yeah, we're getting leads, but are they converting? Like, are they good quality leads?" You know, and that's kind of beyond what I can provide as a service, but it's within my best interest to make sure that they are good quality leads, because if they are, then prove the return on investment, and then they're happy with our service, right?
Mm. Yeah. So, I mean, look, let's assume your conversion tracking is accurate. This campaign here looks decent. It's
Yeah,
well set
yeah.
up. I think you've built it well.
Okay.
Like, what's the bid strategy we got going on here?
Maximize for conversions. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. Maximize conversions. Is there a target
Yeah,
CPA
maximize
on it?
conversions. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think no, there is no target CPA. Um,
That's fine.
would
We
you
don't need it.
recommend to add that, Oliver?
Like, look, you
We're
got
okay, yeah?
well, the first question is about before you put a target CPA, before you even switch to maximize conversions, it's about how many conversions are you getting. So here you've got, I think 18.5 is what I
Yeah,
can see in the last 7 days. But what are these? This says cosmetic
yeah.
consult. Thank you. That's different to the previous thing we looked at, right?
No, it's the same. Do you mean this website?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So if they
it's
fill out this lead,
I'm
is
going
that
on to this. I was filling. Yeah, if they fill out the form, they'll go to the thank you page, and that's what this is.
oh, that's that one. Okay. So 18 and a half over the last 7 days. Um, £29 per person. I think that's pretty steady, pretty strong, to be honest, man. And you're only appearing 25% of the time. So in theory, if they wanted, they could really ramp
Yeah,
things up a lot more. And the cost per click is minuscule. £1. That's surprising. I wonder why that's so
yeah,
cheap.
yeah. A good
In
point.
this
You're
space,
raising things that I wasn't aware of.
yeah, in this space, I'd expect to see much higher cost per click. It's like
Yeah,
dentists, and I would have expected at least 10. Yeah, let's have a look at this guy.
interesting.
So, okay, so what's the go with the
Okay, so
conversions are looking a bit weird here, no?
the conversions here, what, we've got 13 conversions, also
Yeah,
new.
but is that the right conversion action? It's different to the cosmetic consult one that we were looking at before.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Um,
So you
also
know why that
new.
would be? If you go to settings, so hover over the name for this one, hover over the blue name and go settings, yeah. And then there should be goals. And if you look in goals, there'll be some pre-selected conversion goals.
Whilst it's just loading, Oliver, so I'm using this tracking dashboard called What Converts, like I said, and um, it basically tracks your Google ad conversions for you. They sort out all the lead form tracking and they do dynamic number insertions and they have a dashboard. And on that dashboard, you can listen into the phone calls and they do like offline conversions. So they send back that data. If it becomes a qualified lead, they send it back to Google. It's something that I came across a few months ago and I've been using it. I've heard really good things about it, but I think that might be why it looks a little bit different in the conversions.
Oh,
But I gotta make sure obviously it's working because if it's not, then it's gonna
yeah.
throw everything off, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. And that sounds like a pretty useful tool. But so just go conversion goals for me. Yeah, so hover over that. Hover over OKAM. No, 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 hover over the actual thing.
So yeah.
OCAM. Yeah. So what are these here? Because these are the conversions that it's actually optimizing for.
Hmm.
So it's a
Which is
quick
this
fix.
one? That
Yeah, adult author, and maybe that's
yeah.
actually it, but it's the same landing page as the other one, isn't it?
No, there are two landing pages. So the straightening one has one
Oh.
landing page, and then the cosmetic one has another. So the two different campaigns have separate landing pages.
Okay, well then if they're two separate landing pages, this could be legit. It could just be they've called it adult earth ortho new. Maybe that's the thank you page.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe one
Oliver, can I
landing
show
page.
you the what converts dashboard?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Okay, I think I'm gonna struggle to log in for some reason now. I'll try maybe that work. Okay.
So,
So
did
they
you
kind of
create
like
the conversion actions or does it build them in here?
you go on here and you did I what?
Did you make the conversion actions yourself or does this thing build them?
This thing does it for you. So you put the code on the track code on the website, and then you go into forms and you just it automatically searches the forms and integrates. And if it doesn't, then you just pop a little support ticket and they'll do it for you in the background. Phone calls wise as well, it does like dynamic number insertions so that you can actually listen to the calls. Um, and then I won't click it just for GDPR to look on someone's details, but you click view leads and then it will come up with a name, address, and if they're phone calls as well, it will come up with like the actual transcription as well. So then when we look at uh, conversions, let's see. So I'm still getting to grips with it. Um, yeah, so these are the forms that it's tracking. And
I'll tell you what, I think it's probably a better use of the time, man, if we stay in the Google Ads. But I'm going to trust that like the
yeah,
the conversion actions in
yeah,
there
okay,
are from here
yeah,
and they're accurate. It seems accurate.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It seems like
the
it
only
is.
thing,
I will double
yeah,
check as well because you've got. Mm,
yeah, the only thing to double check is that this in conversion goals here, this is actually like that is relevant. You know, that's what we should be tracking. And if it is, then great, we move on.
okay, fine.
So so yeah,
Okay,
so let's. I think that's fine. So take me into the campaign and just turn the segmentation off again.
okay.
So get out of the settings.
By the way, there's a little bit of a lag.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, I think there's a little bit of a lag. So
Yeah,
so
and
yeah,
you'd
so
frozen
going to
again.
the campaign and suggest orientation. All right, so we've got these different ad groups. Do you want me to
Okay.
show the keywords?
Yeah, not for all of them though. Just for it seems to be a pretty even spread across all of these ad groups of clicks and things.
Mm-hmm.
With a
Mm-hmm.
focus on orthodontist and braces. So I'll just look at one or two, and if the search terms are accurate, then that's all good. So let's see orthodontist.
These are all the keywords.
Yeah. Notice you've got braces, orthodontist braces near me. I might try to prefer to push all the braces searches to
Yeah,
the braces ad group.
yeah. It's a good point because we've got the other ad group, haven't we? That's braces related. So you're kind
Yeah.
of saying there'll be that overlap, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
you'd probably try to add braces as a
Would you
negative
recommend?
keyword here.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yeah. Um, and show me,
Oh, and would you do that as phrase match?
yeah, I'd add the word braces in phrase match.
Okay, thanks.
Man, your video's
I'm just writing that down. Sorry.
just bugged
Uh,
out again. It's not actually you're frozen. Oh, we're back on. That's a quick
how's that
fix.
now, Oliver?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
good.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I think you wanted me to go into the search terms for orthodontists, so I'll do that. Yeah, we're on
And
the
then apart from
orthodontist
that,
ad
yeah.
group search terms.
Yeah, so you got a lot of braces happening in here.
Yeah, good spot.
So notice that was the first thing I saw. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so I think like
You know, Oliver, o- these all of these ad groups go to the same landing page. Does it matter that there's overlap if they were going to the same landing page? Or does it like mean that they're all competing against each other and the cost goes higher? Like, how does that work?
it's not about any of that. The only reason we don't want to have overlap is so that it's easier for you to manage and make better decisions.
Mm.
That's
Hmm.
the only reason.
Hmm. Like, what kind of decisions?
Like we want to be able to look at the ad groups at the ad group level and see all four next to each other, and we want to be able to say, okay, this one's doing well, this one's doing badly. Pause that one. Let's maybe take this one out, put it into its own campaign. But you can't do that if you don't know
I see.
like what it's actually targeting.
I see. Okay.
Because you've got one that's
Because
called
if you've got
braces,
one that's
then
performing
this is
really
basically
well,
braces. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So if you've got one that's doing really well, then we might end up putting that into its own campaign and bumping up the budget, right?
Yeah, well, that's one of many decisions we could make.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I would say apply that logic to all four of these ad groups.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
And
Yeah, I'll do
but
that.
apart yeah, so I think that they're built well because they're using phrase match, but you need to be careful with negative keywords between ad groups when you have multiple ad groups like this. It didn't seem to be an issue with the other
Yes.
campaign. The other campaign was actually
Yeah,
pretty
good
good.
point. Yeah. Yeah, good point. I guess, yeah, I just need to tighten that up then because there is overlap, we can see.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that would be the main thing. I would say that's honestly, man, that's all from my side. I don't even need to see the ad copy. That doesn't really
Okay.
even matter. The landing page looks
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah.
You need to confirm that the conversion
Awesome.
tracking is working. Remove any overlap
Perfect.
between the campaigns. Oh, sorry, between the ad groups.
Yeah.
And what you could add in, which you're not really doing, is the word
Hmm.
Birmingham or maybe the suburb that they're in. Like get
Yes.
like
Yes, yes, yes.
orthodontist Birmingham.
Yeah. Other location, isn't it? Because that will then be higher intent, more bottom of funnel, right? And they'll be more likely to convert, would you say, because they're looking for that particular region rather than just like researching?
Absolutely, on average.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take a note of that. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that comes to mind, Oliver?
I think that's it, my man. You've done a pretty good job here. The client should see that. The only tricky thing will be is if the leads are shit, but they shouldn't be too bad.
Mm,
I'll give you some advice.
and
Consider what'd you build that landing page with? Go high level?
the landing page is built with it's WordPress, but it's one that I took over, so they'd already had it made. I didn't make the landing page.
Oh, okay. You could consider a survey on the landing page instead of the form as a way to make sure that the leads are more engaged. They have to answer more questions. They have to be more qualified. That's an option.
Ah, okay. I'll look into that. So rather than just filling out a form, it kind of like asks them questions like, "What do you not like?" and "What are you hoping to achieve? Where are you from?" That kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And do you have budget? All sorts of questions. But there's got to be more you can do to qualify these leads than those three things.
Yeah.
And also, where's the
Yeah.
button?
All right. Perfect. I'll do that. And would you
Where's
recommend?
the where's the CTA button? The button to actually submit that form.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It
It's
it
there, but
it
it's a bit
it
buggy,
probably
isn't it?
just looks weird because of the format. Yeah, yeah, just because of the screen size.
Yeah. Yeah. Potentially. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, when you're doing your surveys, do you do that at Go High Level as well? Do you use Go High Level, Oliver? Like, what do you
I
recommend for the
do.
landing pages at the moment?
I do think Go High
Yeah.
Level is the
Okay.
best option for
I'm
you,
going
man.
as an agency. It's just so convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. I'd recommend it.
All right. Thank you so much. And the surveys as well. Like, I've not actually played around with the surveys feature in Go High Level, but is that what you're using when you say surveys?
Yeah, exactly. You look, you could actually probably build the survey into this as well, but I'm talking about doing it
Hmm.
within Go High Level.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
look into that. I've been meaning to give that a go. Yeah.
Yeah, you should, man.
That's great advice, Oliver. Thanks so much.
No, no problem at all. I think I'm gonna leave you there, but that was, like, solid. I hope that that was
Yeah.
valuable.
No, absolutely was. I'll just stop sharing the screen. There was a little bit of a lag, but I just want to say thanks so much for that. I really appreciate it. Like sometimes these little gems like go a long way. Like I'm going to check my conversion tracking because yeah, obviously so important, so foundational. And then the overlap of the keywords super important as well. And then the survey as well. Like they're small but huge things at the same time. So I appreciate that, man.
Totally. No problem, bro. I think you're a legend, and I wanna see you succeed, so let's go.
Thank you so much, man. You take care. Yeah, I appreciate your
Speak
time.
soon. Thank you, my
See you
man.
later, Oliver. Take care. Bye bye.
Peace.
Thank you.